Guys, there is time for everything under the sun. A time to be born, a time to go to school, a time when you need to get the dream job of yours. There's always a time when you need to start your own business. And I tell you, a time when you need to seek for funding and push your business idea. This is the time with Cruising with the CEO. Guess who I'm cruising out with this morning at Philly? My God, is Tanya Morris, the
Yes.
CEO of Mom Your Business. The first time I heard it, I said, "What's Mom Your Business? What about Dad Your Business?"
I get that a lot. I get that a lot. I get that
Good
a lot.
morning, Tanya. It's nice to see you.
Good morning, Avi. I'm so happy to see you.
Thank you so much for creating. I know you're very busy.
Yes.
I've attended two events and I can see that you are very, very busy. But guys, she created time to be here on the show. So if you are ready, get your pen and paper ready because we're going to be cruising around Philly today. Where are we heading to? Tell me about it.
So we're going to go to a couple places.
Okay.
We're going to go to a legendary bakery called Denise's, which is right along the business corridor. And I wanted to show you the commercial corridor because so many small businesses survive based on the corridor. So that was one thing. And then we're going to go, I need to pick up something from UPS. So while we were there, we're going to go to another coffee shop called Coffee Cream and Dreams and pick up my tea. That's where I get my tea from.
Okay. So where are the places we're having gonna grab lunch or
we're gonna go to, and notice all of these places are women owned. You notice that, right? Because that's what we serve. We serve black and brown female entrepreneurs.
You hear that,
everywhere we go, we're women owned. So I'm gonna take you to Pretty Girls Cook for lunch. That's where we're going. And that is a fantastic
I'm
place.
celebrating already. So guys, if you really want to be part of it, then you need to watch us. So we'll be taking our first trip. I'm excited to be here and let's see how that goes. So you are very, very free to interrupt me and tell me the route I need to go. Tanya. Okay. Then.
Yes, sir. I'm excited. We're cruising.
I'm really excited. 1913, right? East Lehigh Avenue. Am I right? Of course, we're heading out right now, guys. So let's start with this. Tanya, what's your typical day like? How do you start your day as a CEO?
So after prayer, because that's how I start my day.
Oh my God, did you hear that?
After prayer. So after prayer, then I'm reading. I'm always reading I'm always reading two books for two different reasons. I'm either reading something that is for spiritual or personal development. And then I'm reading something business related, something that I can help my founders with. And so right now I'm reading a book called The Gift of Rejection by Nona Jones, which is fantastic. I've read books by her before. And then the other book I'm reading is called Oversubscribed, which is a powerful marketing book. It's really, I highly recommend it. So that's really how I start, those two things. Then I do a little bit of a exercise. And then I head over to the hub, or sometimes I may have a meeting that I'll take my first meeting at home. And then, it depends. Then I come down to the office. We're going to take a right at this light.
Okay. I like the part when you said, did you say the spirit of rejection or what?
It's called the gift of rejection.
Gift of rejection.
Yes.
Oh my God, that sounds very powerful.
It really is an amazing, and it came out of an experience I was having with a discussion I was having with one of my founders. And as an entrepreneur, and I'm sure people can really relate to this, as an entrepreneur, we deal with rejection probably more than anybody else, right? Whether it's not getting a sale, whether it's funding, getting denied a grant, and even as a social enterprise leader of an organization, not getting that grant, it's always something that we're constantly not winning that pitch competition. We're always constantly struggling with rejection, and so that's really what led me to read the book. And I'm about halfway through, and I just started reading it like 2 days ago. So
I also like the part you talked about exercising in the morning.
Yes.
I guess that's one of the secrets of looking very young and beautiful. Yeah. All right, guys. She clocked. Yesterday was her birthday.
So I want you to park right behind that black Lexus. Right there.
Yesterday was her birthday. Yes. Wishing her happy birthday to Tanya Morris. Mom, your business. Okay, we're definitely. Where are we at?
So we are right now on 22nd Street. This is actually a shopping district in the city of Philadelphia, rather legendary. So there's a Jamaican restaurant here. There's a juice bar that's probably not open right now. And then there's a doctor's office, a black-owned dental office right up. Then there's a halal restaurant. So there's anything that anybody would really want to find, they can pretty much find along this corridor. So one of our honorees, Thera Martin, manages this corridor. So she manages making sure that it stays clean, making sure that it stays safe. And so, retail is hard. It's hard work. It is. And so having the support of a corridor manager, the city of Philadelphia has what's called a storefront improvement grant, where they can help you with getting your awnings done, and they pay for that. Anything to keep the corridor, they pay for that. And so anything to keep the business beautified.
Wow. Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah. Okay, so are we getting down?
Yeah, we're going over here to Denise's over here across the street. Been here for over 40 years. Legendary bakery. We're going into Denise's.
Okay then, guys, come on.
Yes, sir. So we just left the legendary Denise's Delicacies right on 22nd Street. Been in business over 30 years. I think it's closer to 40. So had to give my man a little bit of something from Denise's.
Guys, you want to buy it? I'll tell you about it. I'll take care of it. All right, guys. We just left Denise's Delicacy.
Yes.
Guys, check it out. Don't worry about it. You'll be part of it. Just keep watching.
Yes, keep watching. We're going to go and get some good tea to go on there. We could get a beignet while he's here. I used to get a beignet from this next spot. But we'll figure that out, which one we want to eat.
All right. A big thank you, Tanya, for this. I'm loving it. Believe me, I'm loving Philly. Who knows? I might gotta probably locate down here. Who knows, All right.
Come hang out.
Let's talk about inspiration. Inspiration behind Mom Your Business. I must confess, when I heard the name, I was kind of, Mom Your Business. What's that?
I want you to take it right here.
Okay. Now, what's that? Can you tell us about inspiration behind Mom Your Business? How did the personal journey shape?
So I was working full time at Cheney University, which is actually the oldest historically black college and university. Don't let nobody tell you otherwise.
Oh, really?
That's right, Cheney University. It's based up in Chester County, Pennsylvania. It was founded by Quakers for black educators. That was how it was actually founded. And so I was working at Cheney, but I used to own a t-shirt company. I've written 3 books. So I have a publishing company. Just had a lot, just was always in the entrepreneurial space. And so I had a couple of friends that were just so frustrated by what they were experiencing. They were like feeling stuck. And so I used to also do some event planning. And a friend of mine, we used to host tea parties for women. And then give that proceeds back to a nonprofit. And so one year we decided to do an event around Mother's Day weekend. You can keep straight. Around Mother's Day weekend. And I'm sitting on my chair. I'm going to take a right here. And I'm sitting on my chair and trying to think what we're going to call it. And it was Mom Your Business. So I'm thinking it was just going to be a one-time thing. We was going to do this tea party. So we had an all-girl. Right. We're going to have an all-girl band. We had an all-girl band. We watched a film called Dream Girl about female entrepreneurs up in New York. We had vendors. It was a great event. And after the event, a friend of mine called me. She was like, T, I think this is something more than a one-time event. And I was like, what? And so I was like, okay, so let me just think about it. Let me pray about it. And we just started doing workshops. We started doing workshops. So I like to say we started Mom Your Business in between a layoff and the pandemic, because then I got laid off from Cheney. and started really doing Mind Your Business full time, really as a volunteer. And I was just blessed, Abby, because in the middle of the pandemic, when the pandemic started, I was already receiving unemployment.
Oh.
So I had income. I had income, and I was able to make it. We were able to make it through that. And as we started coming out of the pandemic, I had pitched at an event back in 2018. Prior to in 2000, I had pitched at an event in 2018. And that was how I got introduced to Black Girl Ventures, and they really became my inspiration. Omi really became my inspiration, and I pitched a woman-owned co-working space.
So we're looking at 2018 that the Mom Your Business.
2018 was when I first pitched. Yeah, when I first, because that was 2017 was when we started, when we had the tea party. 2018, I pitched at Black Girl Ventures.
2018, 2019.
Yep. And then by when 2020 hit, Black Girl Ventures came to Philly, and we were blessed to get into some free co-working spaces. So we started hosting workshops. We started doing office hours. Pandemic hit. Breonna Taylor and George Floyd hit. Folks was in the white guilt was happening.
Guilt everywhere.
Yeah, right. Guilt was everywhere. So we had more free co-working space, and we just kept getting free co-working space. We started our first business accelerator program in 2021 called Founders to Funders, cultivating female startups, and we just kept, what can I tell you? 7 years later, here we are.
So what do you do? What does Mom Your Business do?
So we support Black and brown female entrepreneurs through education, resources, and access to capital. So we have the Founders to Funders Business Accelerator Program. We do technical support. And now, fast forward from that original vision in 2018 for a co-working space, we now have a space. Yeah. And so now we offer co-working. We have a content studio where folks can go and record their podcasts, do their headshots, all of those kinds of things. And then we do pitch competitions and other capital access programs through some of our community partners. So since 2021, we've had Black and brown female founders raise over $500,000 in capital through pitch competitions.
This might actually sound very funny though. When people say Black and brown, I kind of get confused about it.
Yeah.
What's
so that? Black, because I use Black and brown because I refuse to say BIPOC. I refuse to buy. I reject BIPOC. I'm Black, and like as one of my friends was saying, I'm blackity black. So I'm Black, and brown represents my Hispanic brothers and sisters.
Oh, I see. Now I see.
Okay.
So, we can't be talking about success without talking about challenges. I know.
Yeah.
Just like you said, the mindset receiving rejection, the gift of rejection, it's mind blowing. It's some people don't get out of it. Some people just let it go and go get a job and do 9 to 5 and that's it. So can you tell us about the biggest challenges you definitely have in this, seeing Black and brown female entrepreneurs facing, and how does Mom Your Business address these challenges?
Yeah, so I think one of our biggest challenges, and I don't think it's necessarily because we only serve, this is Kenny calling me.
All right.
You want me to take it?
Yeah, you can pick.
Okay. What's going on, Dr. Ash?
Well, you at your office?
We're out and about. We're cruising with the CEO. Oh, okay. We out and about.
Good morning, Kenny.
What's up, Bobby?
I'm okay, boss. What's going on? We're cruising already.
I see.
Yeah. So I'm gonna cruise with you very soon.
Wait, when will you be in the office, Kenny? We might stop by and check you out because I'm headed over to Coffee, Creams, and Dreams.
Oh yeah, nice. Yeah, that's a good look. Yeah, I'll be there until about 12:30.
Okay.
All right. Okay.
Bye bye. Yeah, so I don't think our challenges are necessarily just as it relates to us serving Black and brown founders. I think it's more about the type of work that we're in, which is being an entrepreneurial support organization. And a lot of times funders don't see it the way that we see it, which is as a pathway out of poverty. Right? We believe that entrepreneurship, that's in our mission, we believe that entrepreneurship is a pathway out of poverty.
That's true.
And that is because historically, you look at the data will tell you that black women, in particular, women specifically, but black women in particular, start businesses out of a need. They started because they have a need in their home, whether that is for a car repair, to buy a prom dress, to buy a laundromat, or some other, pay a bill, some other challenge that has come up. That's what caused them to start their business. And so, or they see a need in their community. Right? They started,
personal need or community need.
Yeah, or they saw a need in the community. So they started cooking cakes for that community day, and they started, sewing and making stuff or whatever the case may be. And so that's the challenge, is trying to get funders to understand that entrepreneurship is a career path. And how do they can support that. That is our greatest challenge.
For any entrepreneur.
Yeah.
So how do you navigate that? How do you help them to address that in terms of pushing that challenge to funders?
Yeah, so we've been fortunate in a lot of ways because the majority of our funders are local family foundations.
Okay.
They're local family foundations who believe in the work that we do,
really understand
understand the dynamics of
struggling,
the struggle, and those kinds of things. The challenges that many of our entrepreneurs face, though, are because they started a business out of a need, and as it grew, they said, "Oh, this is a business. There's something missing that I'm probably not doing." Right? So they don't know what structure they need to be. If it's an LLC, they don't know that as an LLC you can't receive investor dollars and you need to be incorporated. They don't know that, right? They don't know profit margins and what that means, and learning their numbers. Very first business accelerator program I ever went to, the presenter said, "Know your numbers." And from that day forward, that is what been my mantra. That is what I've always taught my founders. You have to know your numbers. And so that is the struggle that we see with our founders, is knowing their numbers. And social media has really created this dynamic where folks think they don't have to do real marketing. I grew up in a time when I was in the nonprofit space, where I used to do free income taxes for low income families, and I was a job and career coach. Man, I grew up when we was putting, and during the party scene, we was putting flyers in people's windows and in laundromats. Yeah, I'm old school when it comes to. I read a book many years ago. People in marketing probably still reference it. There was a book called Guerrilla Marketing. Powerful book that really hits home. That was old school. That was when you went out.
Marketing, very traditional.
Yes, marketing. Very strategic marketing, right? Very purpose-driven marketing.
Okay, let's talk about, I've had the opportunity to be at your seminar, and I heard a lady that Jessica Norwood, she came in and talked to female entrepreneurs and the black and brown entrepreneurs. Let's talk about, can you share a specific story of a mompreneur, that you've actually helped, a business to the next level?
Yeah. So I always reference Brenda Howard right now, because Brenda came to us. She was actually at a bank across the street. We were doing one of our pop-up pitch events that we do for Juneteenth. She came at the urging of the bank manager to come across the street. She came, she pitched, she won $250. Later that year, she came into our Business Accelerator program. She won another $2,500.
Wow.
We got her into a program with one of our partner organizations, Neighborhood Progress Fund, where she received a $15,000 0% interest forgivable loan.
Wow.
Brenda will tell you that she has made more progress in her business in 1 year with us than she made 10 years prior to being in business.
Wow.
She started making, here you go, she started making cookies because she wanted to create treats that were all natural for her children. She was a label reader in the market. She would go in and read all the labels and go, "Oh my God, what is this? This is toxic. This is this," and that was why she created Nasira Bakes, because she wanted to make all natural treats for her kids, and she just spun it to be things that we knew. So she makes a sweet potato cookie. She makes a peanut butter and jelly cookie. She makes a lemon tart cookie. She makes all those things that we grew up as kids kind of like it. And so right now, we got her with a wholesaler. She found a wholesaler for packaging. She's getting ready to go into one of the local supermarkets here, probably sometime next month or first of 2025.
That's interesting. So how long has she been a mentee?
She had been in business 10 years.
10 years, and you've been mentoring us since 7
Oh no,
years?
yeah, she's been with us for a year.
A year?
Yep, she's been with us for a year.
That's a success story.
Yes, completely transformed her business.
Talking about success story, so many CEOs have had the opportunity to sit down with in this same ride or my Range Rover.
Yes, sir.
I don't know why I didn't come with my Range Rover. They've all defined success. Some say success is not the numbers in your bank account. Some will tell you success is how deep you can go to bed.
TU, this is my alumni here, Temple University.
Oh, really? Wow. So where are we?
We are right. We're still in North Philly, but this is my local university. This is
What
Temple University's
road is
campus.
this?
This is where the basketball team plays at. And actually, Kenny's office is right down the street here.
Wow.
So
we're going to see him later.
We will see him later, yeah. So his office is actually right down the street here.
Wow. So it's a busy road.
Yep. And so
this is not the downtown. This is
just North Philly. This is just North Philly.
All right, so I want to know what exactly do you call success? And looking at your track record, what's the success to you?
I agree with the other CEOs who say that you define your success, right? And so for me, helping Brenda is a success, right? For me, moving into our own space is a success, right? Because that was just an opportunity that presented itself, and we went on in. So to me, in a lot of ways, I agree that it's not the numbers. Hearing our founders say that they know their numbers is a success to me, right? Whether they ever reach $1 million mark. I have another founder. Her name is Bessie, who created. I have a couple of inventors in our program, in our community too, who created creates baby products. And she created a brush for the bottles that has a guard so it doesn't splash on you. Now, that's something everybody can use. That's great. But she's also created a teething ring and some other, baby products. And so when I see Bessie go win pitch competitions, she's in 200 supermarkets now. Wow. That we've been able to support her going into 200 supermarkets here in Philadelphia. This is the legendary Met Theater right here. A lot of great acts come here. Wow. Jill Scott, John Legend, all kinds of people come to the Met. Hearing her, you can see all the development. Like we just drove by 2 apartments. I don't even know when they did that one. Just so hearing them, watching Bessie, in addition to going into the stores, still give back because she worked in social work. Now she has a drive going on where she's raising money for baby blankets to give to a local shelter. Those to me, that's a success. That's a success. It's not turned. It's okay.
Oh, we missed it?
It's not turned. It's okay. No, keep going. I'm going another way. You can go down north.
I'm enjoying it.
Yeah, so That's how I define success. And I told some, matter of fact, I told the folks last night. I said Bessie's gonna be my first $1 million founder to come out of my business. She's gonna be $1 million. I got a couple of them gonna be $1 million founders. I believe that.
So in all of this, how do you straight down?
Yeah, sure.
How do you balance providing resources for both startups and established businesses? Through your program, how do you balance it?
That's a great question. So I think one of the things that we've been able to do. This is Miss Andrea's house. We're gonna come back to where the Airbnb is. Yeah. I think one of the things is, and I'm going to take you to another salon later too, that we just helped get a grant. Was converting her whole, take her right here, was converting her whole basement to be almost like to be able, I'm trying to, because I don't know if you know GoPuff, but it's almost like she's going to have a delivery service for beauty brands in her building.
That's dope.
And so I think that one of the things that we've been able to do, take it right here.
Yeah.
One of the things we've been able to do is really create a path. Those that are more established have different needs. You know what I mean? They have different needs. Like Carla, who's been in the salon business for over 20 years, she has different needs than somebody like Bessie, who's an inventor, or even Brendan. So we have to kind of handle them differently. So it's more, all of them need coaching. Right. This is Coffee Creams and Drinks right here on the corner. All of them, yeah, you can pull right here. Perfect. The God is good. He got us a parking space and everything. Being able to really customize a plan for them, right? That's going to help them to grow, right? Because there's growing and there's scaling. And so for the startup, it's really about growth. How do we get them from that startup to that next level, which is growth? Whereas though the more seasoned one now, they got to scale. They have to create another product. They have to branch out and begin to duplicate themselves. So that's one of the ways that we kind of determine. Like with Carla, she has products. So now she's been on QVC, she's been on HSN. Right now, what's next for her? Right. So her, helping her go to that next level is a little different.
Wow, that's really deep. So where are we?
We are at Coffee, Creams, and Dreams.
Okay.
This is another one of my favorite coffee shops. So we're gonna go in here and get some tea because I love the tea.
She's also your mentor?
No, she's just another founder friend of ours here. Another founder friend of ours. Now, they know me. They know me in here.
Everybody knows that. How long has she been in business?
Oh, Stephanie's been in business actually for probably about 5 years now. So she's a fairly new. She's a fairly new
tea
entrepreneur.
Yeah. Guys, you ready?
Yes.
Don't worry about it. We'll do justice to that. We'll see.
So I'm actually filming a show called Cruising with the CEO. This is my good friend Abby's here all the way from Newark, New Jersey. And so we put this one as one of our stuff. I don't know what you saw. Oh, I left mine inside. You can see what mine said. Mine said, no, here it is on yours. Courage doesn't always roar. I love that. Is that powerful?
It is powerful.
Courage doesn't always roar.
It's powerful. So guys, we're heading out.
Since Andrea needs a minute to get herself together, let me go run and make my run to UPS, which is right down the street.
Okay, so we're heading to UPS, right?
Yeah, we're gonna go to the UPS. So no, keep straight. And we're gonna make a right at the stop sign. That's her block, but we're just gonna go around and we'll just come back while she takes a minute. I didn't tell her that we was literally down the street from her.
All right, guys, let's get back on the road. What role? Let's talk about your faith. What role has your faith, played in your journey both as a single mother and as an entrepreneur?
What role? Yeah, that's my faith.
Yes, your feet.
Everything.
I like that.
It is my guide. It is my compass to how I operate, how I treat people, how we navigate our founders, and I mean, it's everything. I mean, the fact that I'm sitting here now for the first time in our history, going into a new year, not worrying about where funding's coming from. It's the first. This is the first time we could barely pay our bills last year. Right here, a left here. Excuse me, take a left here. And so, it's really, like I said earlier, it's really my guiding force. That directs everything that we do.
That's a big one.
Yeah, yeah.
So man must walk by faith, right?
That's it. That's it. Walk by faith and not by sight. And so, and faith without works is dead. So, we can't have faith and not be active. It must be active in everything that we do. And so, we strive to activate our faith on a regular basis. So activate. Is it time for me to do my dance yet? Not yet.
Yeah, we're gonna get there. How do you dance good?
Yes, sir.
Unique challenges. Looking at balancing motherhood, with entrepreneurship.
Yeah.
For you and I guess other single entrepreneurs.
Yeah.
How do you help them navigate all of this?
Yeah, so one of the things, Abby, that we believe makes us unique in how we deal with female founders in particular is because with our accelerator program, and even in everything else that we do, but we take the time, we are very intentional in addressing these issues where they have to blending. We don't say balancing work and life. We say blending, right? Because it's really about prioritizing. We're going right here. I think there's a space right here too. Yeah. And so we're very intentional about that. We carve out time for them to talk about what's going on in their home life and in their personal life and how their business can thrive, continue to thrive even as parents. And so we don't serve just women with children, but we do want to make sure that the women with children that we do service are able to get their needs met. One of the things that we're going to do in 2025 is we're going to start a transportation fund because we don't want transportation to be a reason that folks can't come to a program or something like that. So that was actually a grant that we were working on earlier in probably about 2021. We were working on a grant with a partner of ours about removing these barriers, and so that's something that we're going to do to be able to remove those barriers and not barriers. And you saw when you came to the summit, you saw two people there with their children, right? Because they understand it's like, if this is mom your business, I should be able to bring my kids, and so they did, and we make room for that. Yeah. So I'm gonna run in UPS. Get my package.
Where's your
Right there. Yep. Yeah. No, you can say it. And this is a black owned UPS too, by the way. Yes, sir. Black.
All right, then.
I'll be right back, y'all. Solar Oasis. One of our founders actually make that complete view if you can. Yeah. Solar Oasis, run by the lovely Miss Andrea Russell. Andrea, I'm trying to think how I met Andrea. I think I met Andrea. Man, don't you see that truck there? I met Andrea actually through Chrissy, another one of our founders. You need to come one day and go with Chrissy on one of her tours. Chrissy does what she calls hood tours. So that's where she takes you. Like when people come to Philly because we're so rich in history, they want to go see the Liberty Bell and and the art museum and the Rocky statue and all that stuff. Well, Chrissy takes you around the hood. Philadelphia is considered the city of murals. We have over 200 murals across the city of Philadelphia. So she does a murals and morals tour, where she takes you to see the murals. She takes you down on 52nd Street, which is like the hood, where not but black people. She takes you to that. She takes you to get a cheesesteak and trap tour, so you get some cheesesteak. So next time you come, I got to get you take this right. I gotta take you. Let Chrissy take you on the CEO cruising, because she gonna give you the real deal. I'm just the appetizer.
So I'll start from the step. Oh, back to coffee, cream, and drinks, right?
Just keep on, because I told you David's right. Andrea's right around the corner, so
she worked with Verizon.
We could have walked.
She was working with Verizon for 32 years.
Yeah. Yeah. And we're gonna take the right at the stop sign. Man, the Lord must know you with me today, because if I was if I was anybody else out by myself, I would have to double park.
I guess the spirit is wrong.
Yeah, it's like, I'm serious. I'm tripping over that. Like, I'll be getting all the free parking. There you go.
Let's go find out, guys.
We're going to go see Zola Oasis.
Sola Oasis. Sola Oasis. Alright, guys, I got a gift from Tanya, from the CEO of Mom Your Business. It's a big thank you. I love that.
Yes.
Guys, this is one book. I'm not ready though, but I actually glanced through it. It's one book you want to find out and know more about this guy. It says Wallow 267. What's that?
Yeah, that's his name. Wallow 267 is a Philadelphia area code.
Look at this. This is another great coffee by a young entrepreneur as well. I met this guy once. Believe me, guys, don't worry about it. I'm going to taste it and tell you how it tastes. All right, you ready for my dance?
Yeah, I'm ready for your dance.
Bam, 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 bam. Let's go.
So here we go. We're going to use a little bit of Levert, and we're going old school. We are cruising with the CEO. We are cruising, just cruising with the CEO. We are cruising with the CEO. We are just cruising with the CEO. There you go, Brandon.
We are.
You like that?
With the CEO.
We are cruising.
Oh my God. I love that. Cruising with the CEO.
With the CEO.
That's it.
I appreciate you, man.
Thank you.
That was great. I had a great time.
Thank you so much.
Great time.